What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez. I'm back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. You can see the plan of action right there on the screen. We're going to recap our plays from yesterday. We'll dive into our partnership with Thrive Fantasy. Also, got a new partnership in the making. Very excited to announce this. Officially will be announced tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But yeah, new partnership coming your way. Very excited about this, no doubt. And then we'll dive into the Prizepicks board. No underdog play for today. Don't really see anything I like that I want to present to you today. So we're going to be sticking with the Prizepicks dashboard for today's video. But I do have 3 plays that I do want to share with you today. So with all that being said, if you like the way that sounds, you like the way that looks, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, and click the notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and my channel. And without further delay, let's jump into those plays from yesterday. All right, one of the hardest things for me to do is to hit record after a day like yesterday. 0-4-4 yesterday. Just a bad ending to the day. Research was good. I don't believe I got any bad reads on these players. They were all in good spots to go over their props, but they just didn't get it done yesterday. So let's break these down one by one. Let's start with Nolan Gorman, who has been the epitome of ice cold, while the rest of the Cardinals offense has been on fire. It's funny when you look at the box score and he's like the only person in that lineup that has a 0 next to his name. You see numbers that are the double digits for like Goldschmidt and, Arenado and, freaking Jordan Walker. Like everybody's doing their part except for him. And he had 4 at-bats yesterday. And so he just didn't get it done. Didn't record a hit. Didn't get on base. No hits, no runs, no RBIs, no fantasy production from him. And he's just really struggling. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe give him a few days off to help with that. But nonetheless, he didn't get it done for us yesterday. Took the over Brian Hayes fantasy points. That was another one that was a little surprising for me because the Pirates as a whole got shut out yesterday. The Cubs really put it on them. But Brian Hayes finished with 3 fantasy points, had 1 single, struck out, popped up. I think he even lined out in his at-bat. So not a very productive day for him or the Pirates offense. And then we took the over Brandon Crawford, 0.5 total bases in what should have been a layup, to be honest with you. He got pulled very early from that game. Wasn't able to find any news on him in terms of injury or what happened there, but he had 1 at-bat and got subbed out. And that was his night. So that's really it. Those were our 4 plays. Not a whole lot else to dig into with that. Obviously, we're hoping to bounce back today and looking at these plays to bring us some wins here. So before we get into our 3-player props over on Prizepicks, let's go over our partnership with Thrive Fantasy. All right, Thrive Fantasy. Here's what you need to know. 100% deposit match up to $250 over on Thrive Fantasy just for using promo code Chavez. Make sure your first deposit is $25 or more to take advantage of that perk. In addition to that, you'll enjoy a very friendly payout structure. So more money for you when your slips hit. And in addition to that, you'll gain access to a free square. Pair that free square up with one other play that you really like. Damn near guaranteed 3.2x your entry amount. Or you can go for the bigger payout. Take that free square, team it up with 4 other plays, and try to go 5 for 5 for that 20.2x your entry amount. But regardless of how you do it, make sure you do it using promo code Chavez so that you can enjoy all the perks, all the good things, only over on Thrive Fantasy. All right, so over on the Prizepicks dashboard, I have 3 plays pulled up for you here. As I always say, if you got what you want, then I wish you the best of luck. However, if you want to stick around and listen to me break these down, then that's exactly what we're about to do. Now, let me just preface this by saying Cutter Crawford's number got bumped up to 5. It was at 4.5. And then I had it all written up for the 4.5 prop, and then it got bumped up to 5. However, I'm still going to give you my notes. So if you want to play that, you have the data to support that. But we'll go over Ryan Nelson 4.0 pitcher strikeouts and Clint Frazier 0.5 total bases. We're going to switch this up a little bit. So these are going to be our 3 plays for today. When we transition over to props.cash, we're sticking over on props.cash. We're not going to go back and forth between props and Prizepicks. So here are our 3 plays. Let's head on over to props.cash and start breaking these down. All right, I thought we'd start with Clint Frazier, 0.5 total bases. Now, man, total base props seem like they should be a lock. Most players can get you one hit. You would think it's a lot harder than you think, though. Obviously, it's not as much of a lock as we want to believe. But let's look at Clint Frazier, and let me tell you what stands out to me about this play. Now, his plate appearances versus Nathan Eovaldi are really strong. So in 8 plate appearances, Frazier has a .571 batting average, 1286 slugging percentage, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 1 single. He's done everything except get a triple versus Eovaldi. So that's a good thing. Clint Frazier has that going for him. Now, on the season, this season versus right-handed pitching, Clint Frazier hasn't really fared all that well. So 26 plate appearances, he's only batting .190, and he has no home runs, no doubles, no extra base hits. Doing a little bit better versus lefties and Eovaldi versus right-handed bats like Clint Frazier. 220 batting average, 2 home runs, 7 doubles, 5 triples, and 24 singles. That's exactly what Frazier needs today. He just needs 1 single to go over this prop. Looking at Frazier over his last 5 games for the White Sox, he's recorded 2 bases in those 5 games. In terms of his hits, he has 2 hits, so 2 singles back on the 14th, and that's really it. So yeah, I understand this play doesn't look all that great. He's getting his plate appearances, which is what we want to see. We want to see 4+ plate appearances per game. What he's doing with them, he's striking out. He's giving you at least 1 strikeout per game. And in 2 games, he's giving you multiple strikeouts. Now, I may have just given you enough information to go with the under on this one. You're welcome. But for me, I like his his plate appearances versus Eovaldi. I think there's enough there to take the over on this one. So that's what we're going to do for prop number 1. We're going over 0.5 total bases for Clint Frazier. All right, our second prop of the day. Let's talk about Ryan Nelson. Now, this is at 4.5 on props.cash, but on Prizepicks, it's at 4. So we're getting it at a bit of a discount on Prizepicks. So let's talk about this. Now, what stands out to me, Ryan Nelson over his last 5 starts has gone over 1 time, has pushed it twice, and has gone under 2 times. Now, at home, on the road, I should say, numbers are pretty much the same. He has more starts on the road so far. Gone over once, pushed it 3 times, gone under 1 time. Now, the push potential is there at 4, which is nice to have that insurance. However, let's not forget who he's facing today. The Milwaukee Brewers, who are striking out at the 5th highest rate this season, 24.6% versus right-handed pitching this season. So this presents a really strong matchup for Ryan Nelson. I will say this: he's prone to giving up some earned runs, some production. So he got blown up in this game versus Colorado at Colorado, which isn't a surprise. That's kind of what happens in Coors Field. Now, over his last 5 games, whether it's home or away, this is what he's done. So 5, 5, 3, 1, 0. So these are his earned run lines in those 5 games. On the road, again, a little bit better. So suppressing that earned run production, it's possible he gives up, some power today and gives up, some runs today. I'm counting on him getting his strikeouts prior to the damage being done. I think it's a low enough number to take the over on. 4 strikeouts is a nice line. So let's do it. Let's go over 4.0 strikeouts for Ryan Nelson as prop number 2. All right, and for our third play of the day, let's talk about Cutter Crawford, whose line got bumped from 4.5 to 5, was getting massive odds to go over. Now it's at 5. It may not look as good, but let me share some information with you that may make you feel a little bit better about this prop. So despite it being bumped up to 5, he's capable of giving you 5+ strikeouts. Now, when we look at the last 5 games, you can see in these 4 games, he's giving you 3 strikeouts, in 3 of those 4 games. And then he has 1 game of 5 strikeouts versus Colorado. When you look at this and you dig into this a little bit, you'll realize that Cutter Crawford is basically a long relief pitcher. But due to injuries to Chris Sale, guys like Kluber and Pivetta just not like pitching up to par this season, it's possible that he gets put into that starting rotation out of necessity. And if he's going to be in the starting rotation, we can look for him to get us 5+ strikeouts, because in the games where he's given us, over 3 innings pitched, right here, he gave us 19 outs, which is basically 6 innings. Here, he gives us 4 innings. Here, he gives us 4 innings. In the games where he's given us, over 3 innings pitched, he's given us 5 strikeouts. So in the event today, he gets the start and he's going to go out there and pitch 5+ innings versus a Minnesota team that is striking out at the highest rate versus right-handed pitching. It's possible for him to get us 6 strikeouts today. Now, we always have to be concerned with the short leash. If the pitching coach wants to monitor his pitches or make sure he's not going over a certain amount of outs, that's always something that we, need to consider. But really, when you factor in the matchup, when you factor in the opponent and his upside, I still like the over on the 5. I really loved the over at the 4.5, but it got bumped up. So we got to make a decision here. Do you want to go under? Do you want to go over? Or do you want to stay away? I'm going to go over Cutter Crawford's 5.0 strikeouts today versus a Minnesota team who is whiffing at the highest rate. And I'm going to hope for 5+ innings from him today. And hopefully he can keep up that 1 inning per strikeout pace. And that'll get it done for us today. So mark me as going over Cutter Crawford, 5 strikeouts today as prop number 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like about the Prizepicks board, as well as your thoughts on these 3 plays. Thank you so much for your support and helping this channel get bigger every single day. Be sure to stay tuned for more information about our new partner. We'll be announcing that tomorrow in tomorrow's MLB player prop video. And actually, we'll be using our partner for some research tomorrow and bringing you some unique lineups and unique slips, a different way to build your slips with this new partner. So best of luck to you all today. Should you tail any of these plays, do drop a comment below. Let me know. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is out.